Welcome back to the channel. I'm Harry Scarfe. Here's another edition of your daily Tottenham news. Let's get straight into it. If you're new, please subscribe, like, comment, share, you name it, to get involved. So firstly, Igor Tudor has been reacting to that 2-1 defeat to Fulham at Craven Cottage. The Croatian said he did not see enough desire from the Spurs side in the first half against Fulham. His actual words were, "I'm not happy with that performance. Fulham were better. Second half, we started to push. In the end, there was desire to win, but not enough." Tudor was asked on the players' positive reaction. He went on to say the problems are much bigger. The problems are much bigger. It's not enough. It's not enough. Tudor was asked about if it's a confidence issue and how does he change it. He says, of course, it's a confidence problem. How do we change? Tell me, how do we change? Tottenham have 4 points out of the last 30 available. Chance of we want ENIC out and Romero's right and the board are awful. That was chanted at the way end at Craven Cottage, followed by "We want our Tottenham back." Statement from Premier League Match Centre then on why the goal was given. And talking about, of course, that first goal, where there's controversy around Jimenez's potential push on Dragusin. They said deemed the contact by Jimenez on Dragusin did not meet the threshold for a foul. The Sun Football reported that Jed Spence missed out with a minor calf injury against Fulham. The calf injury is the reason he's missed out. Igor Tudor was talking to BBC Sport after the game, and he said, "I didn't like the referee today. It felt too much like a home referee." Igor Tudor said, "We were not good, lacked everything. Attacking and defending, Fulham were much better. There are problems here, big problems. We need to stay calm, believe in what we're doing, believe in the training, and get out, staying all together. These are not things to speak outside. We speak in the dressing room. The problems are far more complex than the attitude and commitment. Second half was better, but the first half was not enough. We are just thinking about the next game. We don't need to think about that relegation, not because it cannot happen. We must focus on growing mentality as a team, concentration, physicality. They're the only goals we must have." Fulham head coach Marco Silva was asked on their first goal, and he said, "I won't make any comment on it. Of course, it's their opinion that it should have been ruled out, and I have to respect it." Lastly, Igor Tudor was asked in the first 2 weeks about Spurs in terms of who can rely on and who he can't. He said, "No, the situation was complicated because we know how many players are out and the players are coming back. One thing is when you have a complete team, then you can choose. One situation is where you choose, because you need to choose the quality to score a goal. You need to have the quality players to score the goals. Otherwise, you cannot defend all the time. But when you're in a bad moment, you put the players, but the lack of defending and running and winning the duels. So what can you do? That's a big question in the future, to choose what is right for the team." Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.